This is ABC Action News.
People are changing. Their faces are changing.
The mentally ill crowding our prisons only to be thrown back out on the streets. Tonight, a local lawmaker responds after an ABC Action News investigation. Good evening, I'm Jameis Mueller.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Thanks for joining us. First tonight, deputies say it is a dangerous crisis. Criminals with the most severe mental illnesses, not hospitalized, but locked away in the Hillsborough County Jail. Many eventually make it back to the streets, putting families in danger. Our Rebecca Medina has been investigating this problem, and all new at 11, she found someone who may have an answer. Good evening, Rebecca.
Good evening, Wendy. Tonight I spoke with Commissioner Sandy Murman, who said her solution will cut out a lot of bureaucracy and save taxpayers money. She said it won't happen overnight, but it must be done, or we'll all be on the receiving end of a public safety crisis knocking at all of our doors. Images like these leave a haunting impression of what detention deputies deal with every day at the Hillsborough County Jail. What do the voices tell you?
Just talk to me and just tell me different things.
Like what? Do you remember?
Tell me to hurt myself.
This inmate lives in 7 Delta, the same pod where an officer was attacked last year. The deputy was rescued by inmates. Other deputies might not be so lucky if there is a next time, which is a real possibility because of the growing number of inmates who are psychotic, schizophrenic, or have other explosive disorders.
We need to take law enforcement out of being the mental health expert. They were not trained for that. You know, their job is to keep our citizens safe, keep our streets safe.
Murman said even that's getting harder to do with fewer resources for the mentally ill, and more cuts could be on the way. Cutting resources means more inmates end up back on the streets, endangering you and your family before heading back to jail.
Do you think somebody used your face and your name?
Yeah, they would use your face and they would use your name. The world have changed. We all have to come and agree that the world has ended.
We have 10,000 homeless people on our streets. We have to ban panhandling to keep our citizens safe.
And 65% of them are severely mentally ill, said Murman, who's created a coalition of local leaders to help her develop a facility where the unstable can be treated and better prepared for reentry.
That front door assessment center, we really need to do that. One stop that the law enforcement can go to drop these people off and not have to go to the jail.
A stabilization center diagnosing those arrested, then sending them off to a psychiatric facility or detox center partnered with the county. Murman said if we don't do this now, we will pay for it later.
Our law enforcement officers are going to be in danger when they're out on the street and they confront these individuals. We've had our share of shootings.
It's painful. I can feel it in my temple, my veins and everything. Racing thoughts. It feels dangerous. Very dangerous.
The commissioner's plan is much more detailed and even calls on the court to create a mental health docket. She's also asking for help from the private sector, and she said all of this will save taxpayers money and keep us all safer. Now, we're going to keep following this story, and if you have comments or information to share, you can do so on my Facebook fan page. Look for Rebecca Medina under Pages and then click like and leave a comment.